In this video, I'll take a look at the library Quetzal by Best Service and Eduardo Tarilonte. The library contains a large collection of clay flutes, Flute FX, percussion, voices, and soundscapes. It also includes a didgeridoo-like instrument and a shell horn. A quetzal is a bird with brilliantly colored plumage that is native to the Central American region. It is the national bird of Guatemala. First, I'll show you a demo that I wrote using a whole bunch of instruments from Quetzal, and then I'll do a walkthrough of each instrument, showing you its features and sounds. Chapter links are in the video description, so you can jump right to the instrument that you want to hear. Product links are also in the video description. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more content like this in the future, then subscribe and hit the little bell icon. For some of the instruments in Quetzal, I did look up how to pronounce them, but was unable to find anything. So if I'm pronouncing these instruments incorrectly, then feel free to tell me how to pronounce them right in the comments. Here's my demo project loaded up in Cubase. Most of the instruments are loaded right out of the box with no additional effects applied to them. For some of the instruments, like the triple flute, I added some room reverb to set the instrument back in the mix just a little so it's not so forward. I also used Punishment 2 by Auburn Sounds to position some of the instruments. I have made a few adjustments to some of the instrument settings. And here's my demo. The first instrument I'll take a look at is the Atecoccolli. It's a shell horn. You can play the Atecoccolli with the right hand, and then there's a whole bunch of key switches in tan on the left hand that allow you to play different phrases. Because I don't have a pitch bend wheel, and the blow intensity is controlled by the pitch bend wheel, I'm going to map the blow intensity to CC number 1, which I control with an expression pedal. For the rest of this video, for all the instruments where you can control the blow intensity, I will map the blow intensity to CC number 1 so I can play it with my expression pedal. Phrase number 2. Phrase number 3. I'm not going to play you all the phrases, because there's quite a few of them, so I'm just going to play you a couple of them at random. Here's phrase number 8. Phrase number 13. Phrase number 17. Phrase number 19. Phrase number 4. Next, bird whistles. Here's bird whistle number 1. Bird whistles number 2. Bird whistles number 3. Bird whistles number 4. Death whistle ambiences. This instrument allows you to adjust the wind strength noise. So here it is low. And then high. And there's a slider to adjust the vibrato intensity. Death whistle effects number 1. This instrument comes with key switches for alternate phrases. Death whistle effects number 2. Death whistle screams effects. This has a lot of different variations. The wind whistle. The Ehecalt. Wind whistle number 2. Wind whistle number 3. Wind whistle number 4. Wind whistle number 5. Wind whistle FX. Wind whistle howling. Next, ocarina. The instrument comes with the ability to adjust vibrato speed, release volume, vibrato intensity, which is mapped to CC number 1, and allows you to adjust the release type. Here's what the ocarina sounds like with the natural release. Here's with the mordant and fall release. Here's with the fall release. And the expressive release. The controls are mirrored, so moving this one to the right will actually decrease the release volume. I'm going to set this back to the natural release, and we'll look at the key switches that come with this instrument. With this instrument, you need to hold down the key switch for it to activate. And when you release the key switch key, it defaults back to the legato articulation. The first is flutter. Short trill. Medium trill. Long trill. Expressive mordant. Sharp mordant. Mordant. Call expressive. Call glissando short. Call glissando medium. Call glissando long. Call trill. Bird effects number 1. Bird effects number 2. Staccato number 1. Staccato number 2. Staccato number 3. Staccato number 4. Staccato number 5. Now I'll do some improv. Next, ocarina number 2. This one has the same controls as the first ocarina, but also allows you to adjust the legato noise. Here's with some legato noise turned all the way up. And here it is with it turned all the way down. The key switches for this instrument are similar to the last one, although it does look like it's missing a few things. See, there's the first ocarina. Here's the second one. I'm not going to call out the key switches for every instrument now, but I will play them so you can hear what they sound like. Here's ocarina staccatos. The staccatos come with different variations that you can key switch between. I'm just going to randomly play through the different staccato variations. Double flute number 1. This one allows you to adjust the vibrato intensity, vibrato speed, the release type, the release volume, the drone note, which is set by default to C, and the drone volume. It also has a similar set of articulations to the ocarina. If you transition between notes by pressing on the keyboard very softly, then it will give you a portamento transition. Now I'll play through the different articulations. Let's hear what it sounds like with some different release types. Here's a swell release. Mordant release. I think that release volume is a bit high, so I'm going to lower it. Here's a fast up release. Next, the double flute number 2. This has the same controls as the last flute. To be different, I'm going to change the drone note to D. I'll lower the drone volume a little bit. Now I'll play through the articulations. I'm going to turn the drone volume all the way down. Next, the triple flute. The triple flute has similar controls to the double flute, but it adds an extra drone. That was with the natural release. Here it is with the shortfall release. Here it is with the mordant and fall release. And the medium fall release. I'm going to set it back to the natural release. And let's hear what the articulations sound like. Triple flute number 2. The controls are just like the last triple flute. Here are the different release types. Short fall release, mordant and fall release, up release. Here are the articulations. The high flute. That was with the natural release. Here it is with the short fall release. The long fall release. The mordant and fall release. With the high flute, it looks like it wants to play a glissando more readily than the other flutes. So you have to press a bit harder for it not to. Now I'll play through the articulations. Next, the quena. That was with the natural release. Now with the fall release. And I have to remember that these are mirrored, so moving this to the right actually lowers it, whereas on the other side, moving the sliders to the right actually increases. There's the up release. This gives you the option to change the breath vowel. Right now it's set to I for an sound. I'm going to change it to A for an ah sound. Here's what it sounds like with the E, sound. An O for an sound. And U for an sound. And you can turn it off. I'm going to put it back to the default. Now I'll play through the articulations. Here's the slide flute. This instrument allows you to adjust the glissando speed and the glissando curve. If I move it glissando speed to the right, then it gets faster. Let's have it somewhere in the middle. To adjust the glissando curve, if you move it to the right, it gets slower, and if you move it to the left, it gets faster. So I'm going to move it all the way to the left, so it's fast. Now I'll move it all the way to the right, so it's really slow. I'm going to put it somewhere in the middle now. You can also adjust the release noise volume. Moving it all the way to the left. Moving it all the way to the left turns the release volume off. Moving it all the way to the right turns it up. Next, sounding figurines. Now I'll play some of the variations. It also has some key switches. For staccato, staccato 2, 3, and staccato 4. Whistling vessel. Whistling vessel number 2. Whistling vessel number 3. Whistling vessel number 4. Whistling vessel number 5. Whistling vessel number 6. Whistling vessel blowed. This one comes with some key switches and a bunch of variations. The key switches allow you to switch between staccato number 1 and staccato number 2. Here's staccato number 2. And staccato number 1. And here's some of the variations. Flute phrases number 1. I'm just going to play a few of these. Flute phrases number 2. I'm just playing a couple of these. Flute phrases number 3. With these effects instruments, I'm just going to play you a couple of the sounds for each one because there's so many of them. Wild1 FX number 1. Wild1 FX number 2. Wild2 FX number 1. Wild2 FX number 2. Wild2 FX number 3. Wild3 FX number 1. Wild3 FX number 2. Wild3 FX number 3. Wild3 FX number 4. And now for the didgeridoo-like instrument, called the Incus. How hard you strike the key determines the pitch. The harder you strike, the higher the pitch will be. Incus FX. There are long notes you can play with the left hand and short effects with the right hand. The green keys play phrases. Now for the percussion section. Rattle. Rain stick. Clay drum. The green keys play playable roles. Tubular drum. Frame drum. Shakers, Ambiences number 1. Shakers, Ambiences number 2. Shakers. Slit drum. With this instrument, the pitch is controlled by velocity. The harder you play, the higher the pitch. The green keys activate playable phrases. Low, slit drum. Just like the last one, the harder you play, the higher the pitch. In this section, I'll show you the voices that come with this library. Breaths. These would be useful to layer in between flute phrases for some extra realism. Ghostly breaths. Ghostly words. This allows you to layer different voices. Now let me layer deep voice number 2. And deep voice number 1. Next, Nahual. I read online that Nahual are shape-shifting monsters. And yes, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, so let me know in the comments how it's supposed to be pronounced if you know how to say it. Nahual, Howling Screams. This instrument allows you to layer in other voices. So here's deep voice number 2 layered in. And deep voice number 1 layered in. Can also adjust the vibrato intensity. Let me turn that up. Nahual, moving drones. The tag keys give you different voice variations. Here's variation number 1. Variation number 2. Variation number 4. 5. 6. And 7. You can also add some vibrato to these sounds. Let me turn that up. Nahual Phrases. These have 3 voices layered. Let's hear what it sounds like with just the main voice. Nahual Screams. Let's hear what it sounds like with deep voice number 2 layered in. And deep voice number 1 layered in too. These also allow for vibrato. Let me turn that up all the way. Nahual Shouts. Let me layer in deep voice number 2. And deep voice number 1. Nahual Shouts number 2. Let me layer in deep voice number 2. And deep voice number 1. Nahual Tuned Words. The white keys give you the pitch of the word, and the tan keys allow you to change the voice variation, which also changes the word. Here's variation number 2. And 3. And I'll just play a few more of these variations at random so we can hear different words. Let me turn the vibrato up so you can hear what it sounds like with vibrato. Nahual Words. Let me hear what just the main voice sounds like, so I'll turn off deep voice number 1 and 2. In this section, I'll play for you the ambiences that come with the library. These are pad instruments. There are quite a number of presets for these. Here's Abandoned Temple number 1. Let's hear what just Flute Pad number 1 sounds like. I'll turn all the other pads off. Abandoned Temple number 2. Abandoned Temple number 3. Abandoned Temple number 4. Abandoned Temple number 5. Abandoned Temple number 6. Abandoned Temple number 7. Abandoned Temple number 8. Ancient Winds number 1. Ancient Winds number 2. Ancient Winds number 3. Ancient Winds number 4. Ancient Winds number 5. Ancient Winds number 6. I'm going to turn up the voice pad for this one. Ancient Winds number 7. Ancient Winds number 8. Crystal Skull number 1. Crystal Skull number 2. Crystal Skull number 3. Crystal Skull number 4. Flute Pad number 1. Flute Pad number 2. Flute Pad number 3. Flute Pad number 4. Flute Pad number 5. Flute Pad number 6. Flute Pad number 7. Flute Pad number 8. Flute Pad number 9. Flute Pad number 10. Flute Pad number 11. Flute Pad number 12. Flute Pad number 13. Flute Pad number 14. Flute Pad number 15. Flute Pad number 16. It's adding extra notes in that one. Flute Pad number 17. With this one, if I just hold down a chord, it plays various notes within that chord. Flute Pad number 18. Flute Pad number 19. Flute Pad number 20. Flute Pad number 21. Flute Pad number 22. Flute Pad number 23. Flute Pad 24. Flute Pad number 25. Flute Pad number 26. Flute Pad number 27. Flute Pad number 28. Flute Pad number 29. Guardian Spirits number 1. This one has 5 different pads you can control. I'm going to turn up the short whispers and the voice pad and turn down the flute pads a little bit. Let's hear what that sounds like. I'm going to assign CC number 1 to the flute pad and CC number 1 to the long whispers. So as I press down on my expression pedal, it will bring in the short whispers and the flute pad. So let's hear what that sounds like. I'll start out soft. Guardian Spirits number 2. Guardian Spirits number 3. Guardian Spirits number 4. Guardian Spirits number 5. Lost City number 1. Lost City number 2. Lost City number 3. Lost City number 4. Lost City number 5. Rainforest Mist number 1. Rainforest Mist number 2. Rainforest Mist number 3. Rainforest Mist number 4. Sacred Place number 1. Sacred place number 2. Sacred place number 3. Sacred place number 4. Sacred place number 5. Sacred place number 6. Sacred place number 7. Sacred place number 8. Sacred place number 9. Sacred place number 10. Silent forest number 1. Silent Forest number 2. Silent Forest number 3. I'm going to assign CC number 1 to all of the pads here, so I can control the volume of everything with my expression pedal. Silent Forest number 4. Xibalbá number 1. From what I read, roughly translated, Xibalbá means a place of fright. Xibalbá number 1. Xibalbá number 2. Xibalbá number 3. Xibalbá number 4. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more content like this in the future, subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell icon for notifications. Which instrument was your favorite, and how would you use it in your compositions? Let me know in the comments.